Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Gluck. Welcome to SceneDaily.com. I'm here with Chris Johnson and Kenny Bruce. And guys, Jimmie Johnson kind of did it again at Indy. I can't believe it, but he somehow came from nowhere. I wasn't even paying attention to where he was. Next thing you know, he's in victory lane, thanks to Juan Pablo Montoya's air and all that stuff. But now he's on his way to winning a 4th championship, it seems like. I mean, he's getting hot again. Is this good for the sport that he keeps winning like this?
Well, it gives us something to talk about.
I guess so, right?
I mean, honestly, those guys, you know, you look back, they've won 3 championships. They've figured out when they need to be on it. I mean, obviously they want to win every week, but they know you've got 26 races to get ready for that chase. Those guys know what they need to have in place when the chase starts. And, you know, if he would have come out of Indy with a top 5, you know, it would just been another week of people really not paying close attention to him, and when the chase started, you were still going to have the same thing. He's going to be one of the guys that you're going to have to beat to win the championship this year.
But to me personally, I don't really know if it's good for the sport when you have the same kind of guy winning all the time, because yeah, we know they're good and obviously they're maybe the best in the sport. They won 3 championships. But Chris, when you have a situation where it's like the Patriots or the same team wins over and over again, doesn't that kind of like wear on people after a while?
Well, I mean, if you look historically in other sports, dynasties have always been a good thing, you know, over the years. When you're talking about the Lakers or the Celtics, not that I'm a big basketball guy, but the Yankees, the Steelers, Cowboys, it helps build a following. But I think when you look at Jimmie Johnson's team, and the thing that's got to scare everybody is last year after they won at Indy, they won 5 times after that. And he was in the top 10 like 75% of the time during those last 16 races. And if the chase started tomorrow, he's 2nd behind Mark Martin. I mean, that's just got to scare the hell out of those other guys, I would think.
What is our theory that we have on why the dynasty that they're putting together hasn't captured the public's attention? Because, I mean, if you go to like a person that's not necessarily a NASCAR fan,
right.
Jimmie Johnson's not even going to be one of the people that they name, and he's won 3 championships in a row. Is it just because he's not flashy, or he doesn't capture why doesn't he capture the public's attention?
I mean, that's part of it. He's not, I don't want to say he's not personable, because he is. He's very well liked among those who deal with him and have to work with him each week. I mean, he's a great guy, but he's not flashy. You know, I mean, those guys go out and do their job. You know, I mean, he has been, I guess you could call it flashy when he fell off the top of the golf cart, you know, and people kind of got an idea of, hey, this is not, you know, some boring guy who doesn't do anything but race. I mean, he likes to go out and have a good time. You just don't see enough of that. I think this year he's made strides and become a little more accessible. Fans have gotten to know him a little better, but still he's not going to be one of, you know, he's not going to be like the Dale Jr. or even Tony Stewart or Kyle Busch, one of those guys that you either love him or you hate him.
Well, the thing is, I don't think there's anything we can do about it at this point. I think we're just going to have to appreciate his greatness, because it doesn't seem like they're slowing down anytime soon. You know?
He's like one of those guys, and I've talked to his brother fairly recently, that he just likes to go about his business when he's at the racetrack. But now that he does have 3 championships in the bag consecutively, he's also starting to open up a little bit more to the fact where he's going to open his mind and speak his mind. He's done that on occasion this year. He had a shaved head at one point.
Oh, wow.
He's showing
daring
some,
and
he's showing
edgy
some
and risky,
different sides of
Yeah.
himself. But there's personality there. It's just a matter of allowing it to come out. And I think he's doing a better job of that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes as we continue to go toward the chase cutoff and then the chase itself. We could be talking about Jimmie Johnson a lot more this year.
Get used to it.
Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your view. We'll talk to you next time on SceneDaily.com.